it's time for the real shit. Best Animated Feature. I went into this thinking, I'm totally okay with Spider-Verse winning, but man, am I hoping for a Boy and the Heron upset. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. There was absolutely no way.
The Boy and the Heron.
Oh my god, no way! The Heron was my big pipe dream at this year's Oscars. But if I had a second heart's desire, it was Godzilla -1 winning Best Visual Effects. I'm not even a Godzilla guy, but this long-running franchise deserved to win its first Oscar ever for this absolute banger film. Come on. But there's no way it would ever win.
Godzilla!
Yeah, I love the Academy temporarily! That'll change when their next inevitable fuck-up happens, but yeah, Godzilla's sweet! The Academy has disrespected him for far too long. They showered Grand Budapest Hotel with nominations and a couple technical wins. But after that, they paid this man's films dirt. French Dispatch and Asteroid City both got 0 nominations. How is that possible? Production design? Hello? Cinematography? Anyone? Henry Sugar seemed like the only way he would ever get an Oscar anytime soon. But, you know, I didn't want to get my hopes up. They'd probably vote for something else instead of the big name project. There's no way they'd have—
The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Holy shit, you got it! It was unbelievably chilling and effective. But, you know, Oppenheimer is the louder movie, so obviously that's the one that's gonna win.
The zone of interest.
Who are you and what have you done with the Academy? How did the people who couldn't even tell the difference between sound editing and sound mixing correctly determine that the zone of interest use of sound was award-worthy? Did I stumble into a bizarro alternate universe where everything at the Oscars makes sense? Award wins and hilarious bits. The only thing that could make this ceremony better is if the dog from Anatomy of a Fall started clapping. Yes, you guys thought of everything! Anyway, the twist is that no, this isn't Buzz's father, silly. This is an older Buzz from an alternate future timeline. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. What? If it counted. But since it's a fan film, it's only really worth a dishonorable mention. Wait, what do you mean this movie was made by Pixar? What are you talking about? Wait a minute! He used the dehydration gun! It's time to answer the question on everyone's minds. Was Tamatoa in the movie? See, I only thought they would do it if he was in the mid-credit scene, because I didn't see any scenario in which they returned to him during the main plot. Overall, though, I didn't really care that much. I mean, after all, I own the rights to Tamatoa anyway, so it's not like Disney could legally use him even if they wanted to. But with that said, did they circumvent copyright law and find a way to include him in the mid-credit scene anyway? Yes, they did! Oh my god! Yes! I leaned all the way up in my chair, my mouth was open, he sang a little song about his funny crab legs, the writing on him was completely consistent with the first film, oh my god! Yes! It was the best moment of my entire life!
And this is the thanks I get?
Woo! Not last, not last, not last. What did—
If you're Ashby and you know
is not a Disney villain. No, 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 no. Man is not a Disney villain. I am so sick of all these people that think he's a villain. No, he's not. He is an antagonistic force who is not even close to being a villain. I see these people saying, man represents the cruelty and uncaring nature of humanity through his indifference to the natural world. That's nothing! Other Disney villains will wipe out entire civilizations in the pursuit of capitalistic endeavors while also being an actual character in the narrative. I'm not gonna give brownie points to a fucking non-entity within the story just because they committed such a heinous action from Bambi's perspective. That's great and all, but we don't know him. I guess in my Pixar villain ranking, I should have included the Barracuda that killed Marlin's wife and children in Finding Nemo. Oh man, what an evil and nefarious great villain. Hell, he accomplishes more than most of the other Pixar villains. I don't see Lotso, Randall, or Stinky Pete killing anyone and eating their babies. I guess the Barracuda is one of the best Pixar villains of all time. That's what you people fucking sound like. Are you out of your goddamn minds? Man is a suitable, unseen antagonistic force for the purposes of creating drama within the narrative. He functions exactly how he should within the movie, and I didn't need or want him to be an actual character. I just cannot stand the people who say he's one of the greatest Disney villains because, quite frankly, he shouldn't even count for this list. I think at the very least, a Disney villain should have a name and a face. That should be the qualifications. I'll put him this high up as a gesture of goodwill to the fact that he serves his antagonistic purpose perfectly, and thus deserves to rank above the characters I do have significant problems with as villains. But he's not getting any higher because it's time to talk about the real characters now. And he genuinely does not belong in the same category as the rest of them. If you call him one of the greatest villains in cinema one more time, I will lose my fucking marbles. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the chicken now. Alright, you stupid mother clucker, or should I say, wizard, it's time for you to die. Because nobody in all of Oz, no sexy PS2 chicken there was, is ever gonna pick up my sandwich.
I hope you're happy.
Good news. The wizard is dead. I can't stress enough, this dude is watching himself get cucked as a ghost. That's the plot! I'll start as a filmmaker. And the only real compliment I can give it is that at least it's not Noogie. The whole movie is just these dumbass aliens saying Noogie and Miko to each other over and over again. That's the whole thing. It's so annoying. Make it stop. I close my eyes to sleep at night and all I see is Noogie. Someone free me from this torment. Congratulations. There is now a G tier. Oh, really, Shafe? You genuinely think playing the Wii U battle mode of Mario Kart 8 on N64 Toad's Turnpike is worse than the Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 and Earwig and the Witch? Yes. Yes, I genuinely do. It's hard to think of a time where I actively hated myself more than when I was playing the Wii U battle mode of Mario Kart 8 on N64 Toad's Turnpike. This is actually one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had. Who are the sick, twisted lunatics who playtested and approved this? I looked up footage of this mode to remind myself, because I would never in a million years touch it again as long as I live. And literally in the first 20 seconds of this video I found, we can see Toad innocently throw a green shell and then have it ricochet off of a truck and hit him square in the face. Yes, maybe he shouldn't have thrown it right then and there, but that's not the point. The point is that it's going to be practically impossible to take your opponents down, because how are you possibly going to hit them with all of these cars and trucks moving around? I considered the craters on Lunar Colony to be an undesirable obstacle for the sake of battling. Do you think a goddamn truck is any better? The Wii U battle mode in general, but specifically N64 Toad's Turnpike within it, has truly flabbergasted me for the better part of a year now. In my opinion, this is on the same level of bafflingly miscalculated design as the battle system in Paper Mario Sticker Star. It is beyond miserable. Truly irredeemable, with absolutely nothing to enjoy about it. And you might be saying, oh come on, it's Mario Kart. Hell, Mario Kart 8 at that. Surely even the worst experience Mario Kart 8 has to offer is at least a little bit more fun than all these terrible movies. No, you weren't there. Statistically speaking, you probably have never even played this mode since it's stuck on the Wii U, as it should be. You don't get to refute my points about this if you never gave it a try. It is genuinely, without compare, such a heinously bad time that I could never, under good conscience, recommend it to anyone. It gives me no pleasure whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, I am going to go through the last couple of movies and specifically outline at least one compliment I have for each of them in order to really drill into your skull that, yes, I have thought about each and every one of them and determines that they are all a more worthwhile use of my time than playing the Wii U battle mode of Mario Kart 8 on N64 Toad's Turnpike. Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Hunchback 2, easy, Sarouche, Earwig, sometimes I enjoy the Mandrake, Dinosaur, the opening and the score, always decent performances and cool visuals, Happy Feet 2, Under Pressure and Gay Krill, Cars 2, sometimes the Italian car is funny, Turbo, I mean that taco scene is really hilarious, Ice Age 5, I don't know, I guess I can laugh at the funny haha scrap bits. I think you get the picture by now. I can get at least something out of each of these atrocious movies. Battling on N64 Toad's Turnpike offers me nothing. This, to me, is the absolute point of no return when it comes to entertainment. Anything lower than this is heinous beyond all capacity for rational thought. Something I would never willingly subject myself to again, no matter how much you paid me. Okay, I might do it for $1 million, but that's it. Wait a bit to see my beloved next Mario Kart installment. Oh, there it is! It's not just Mario Kart 8 again, it's definitely a new game!